You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I actually heard this in real time when it happened, and I was like, uh-oh. Some folks aren't going to be very happy with Cleveland media personality Tony Grossi, veteran NFL guy, one of the most respected guys in all the NFL, no matter whether people like him or not. That is a fact. Been around forever. And look, as far as I'm concerned, he's pretty good at calling balls and strikes. Now, I've said I'm going to be real fair to Shedeur Sanders. He flashed at times this year. No doubt about it. He had a couple of games where he looked pretty good. He had a couple of halves where he looked really good. But there is not a world in which you roll into 2026 and you just hand him the Cleveland Browns starting quarterback job. If the Browns do that, that is complete NFL organizational malpractice. You can't watch what everybody watched on television or wherever from the stands and go, yeah, that's enough to just hand that kid the job. And I've said, I'm kind of rooting for the kid. You know, I hope he turns out to be something. But you cannot do it. You cannot roll into the season and just hand Shedeur Sanders the starting quarterback gig. No way, no how. And in my feeling, one of the issues I think with the Browns is, you notice when Sean Payton was done with Russell Wilson, he cut him. He knew that was a massive, huge, gargantuan cap hit. He was like, bleep it, cut him. I don't know why the Browns won't just douche the franchise of Deshaun Watson, because I feel like it's a dark cloud that hangs over, and I'm bringing him up because he's in the QB room. But right now, yeah, it sort of looks like you're rolling with Shedeur, Deshaun, Dillon Gabriel, and I think they're ultimately going to have a three-way battle here. But I also believe they've got to add somebody in the draft, somewhere, veteran, whatever. Borderline starter guy. I don't know that you can afford to go get a Geno Smith. He may still be with the Raiders. But maybe a Jacoby Brissett, or if you could get your hands on like a Spencer Rattler or somebody like that. Let's just look before we jump into this. 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns, 10 picks. He had an 18.9 QBR. All right. I said before the end of the year, he had to get this completion percentage up. 56.6% in today's NFL will not do it. That won't get it done. I mean, ideally, you need to be up at like 63, 64. PFF's QB grades for the year, Shedeur Sanders is dead last. Dead last. Number 38 out of guys that started this year. Dillon Gabriel actually ahead of him. Now, did I think he looked better than Dillon Gabriel? Yeah, not afraid to admit it. Hell, I thought he looked better than Cam Ward a lot of times, to be honest. I thought he certainly looked better than Justin Fields. But when you start scrolling up here, that's about where the line is drawn. I mean, Tyler Shuck, him and Jackson Dart are battling it out for the best quarterback out of that draft right now. And they both look like franchise dudes. And by the way, we'll get to Shedeur Sanders fans are crashing out over this. And I'm like, you do realize that reaction? Your future head coach is watching this somewhere, determining whether or not he wants to deal with this. Is this why they can't hire anybody? Because they sat back and literally watched fans call Kevin Stefanski racist. Stefanski leaves. 9 days later, he's got a job with the Falcons. Second guy hired. Tony Grossi.
What is their plan for Shedeur?
I think he'll compete. I think it'll be fair. I don't think he deserves to be handed the job. Do you, Riz?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I just don't think they're. I don't think they're.
Well,
I've
the Browns said it before. Andrew Berry's had 10 times he could commit to him, and he never has.
Okay,
so he's not his advocate.
Will the Browns draft a quarterback in 2026?
Possibly later. I mean, add a guy to the mix because there's all those Klubniks now have gotten. They're almost like more attractive on the IFCOM than first round.
Right.
You know,
you don't have to spend capital on.
Yeah.
I mean, you're sitting around in the 4th round, 5th round. Carson Beck still on the board. Yeah, I get it. Man, my dog gets it. Yeah, you draft him. You take a flyer on it. Same kind of thing you did here with Shedeur. And you find out what you got. But here's the problem. And I know Shedeur Sanders fans hate Tony Grossi. I get it. But they're losing their minds over what is a completely grounded, valid take. That he shouldn't be just handed the job. That he should be allowed to compete for it. But he's getting destroyed. Glad we're not depending on your thinking. You know, oh, let's post what he said about Dylan Gabriel. What a shocker that he would say that. Not. Shut up, Grossi. You guys don't deserve him. An 18.9 QBR. You guys don't deserve him. Go look at the games again. I mean, like Tony Grossi, who's literally at the stadium watching games. Go look at it again. I mean, wow. Drafting another QB would be crazy. Another round of last year. See how that went. No, you keep taking shots. You have to keep taking shots. Tony Grossi's opinion on football is weird. And this is a perfect example. So it's weird not to just be okay with, not just declaring this guy the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. That's weird. No, it's weird thinking you should just give him the job after the way he performed. Okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, and I think I'm being real generous here, he was a 4 out of 10. You're just giving him the starting job? A 5th round pick, because he's still a 5th round pick. It doesn't matter if you thought he should be in the 2nd. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you thought he should have been number 2 overall. Doesn't matter. The NFL spoke on what they think, and we're seeing how this goes. Sanders lives rent-free in Tony Grossi's head. Well, he got asked a question, and he answered it. Retire the dinosaurs. Yeah, okay. I guess it's an old people issue. I don't get it. All these bitch-ass Cleveland media people need to be fired. Yeah, because you're intelligent starting a conversation with bitch-ass Cleveland media. Brainiac. You're a clown. Tony's not a Brown. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? That's crazy. Grossi and Shedeur haters are clowns. I mean, 7 touchdowns, 10 picks, 18.9 QBR. All right. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. No, you're not unless this was a first or second round pick. And they got a late start in the season, got 7 games, came in late, 7 games. Then yeah, you likely would roll him out there as the starter. But you don't with a 5th round pick. Sorry, you just don't. All right? And people don't get this. It's based on investment of the team. What did the team spend on you? They spent a 5th round pick. By the way, we're finding out because Andrew Berry has blatantly refused to come out and co-sign Shedeur Sanders as a starter. We're finding out right now he did not draft him. Neither did Stefanski. Jimmy Haslam drafted him. All right? I don't care if there's media members that deny it. I don't care. We've seen Jimmy Haslam deny it. Okay. Go ahead. Deny it till you're purple. I won't believe you. Man, total crash out. Very lucid. Very grounded. Yeah, he deserves to compete for the starting job. Son of a bitch, retire. All right. I mean, okay. I don't know what to tell you. Clown show. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.